Hey mamas, today we're talking about my absolute favorite breakfast, which is a chocolate protein shake. And what I want to say about this is it completely saved me as a postpartum mom because you are so busy with the baby and you don't have time to cook for yourself. And there were nights before I discovered this, there were nights that I went to bed hungry because I didn't have time to cook for myself. And we were co-sleeping, so we still are, but my baby would not stay asleep if I wasn't next to him. So if I hadn't eaten by the time he went to sleep, that was it. I wasn't eating and I had to wait until morning and it was terrible. So I was hungry. I was so hungry. And so I do have this chocolate protein shake for dinner sometimes. However, I am going to speak about it mostly as a breakfast because this is my breakfast every single morning. I used to have cereal, a healthier cereal. And I justified this because, first of all, the protein powder I was using before just was completely disgusting to me. And so when I was pregnant, it was just like, no, I'm not eating it. It's disgusting. I don't like it. I'm not doing it. And so when I was hungry for breakfast, I would go for the cereal because I usually didn't want eggs and sausage every morning, and I certainly wasn't going to make eggs and sausage every morning. And speaking of that, if you are an eggs and sausage kind of person that you want every morning and maybe don't necessarily have the time to make it every morning, in the blog that goes with this video today, I do link my homemade egg bake recipe in the blog at the very beginning, so you can catch that there. The link is in the description of this video. So I didn't have the time to cook every morning and didn't want eggs and sausage every morning, but I knew I needed to get more protein in because I couldn't just have this cereal all the time and it wasn't enough protein. And so I turned to my formerly beloved chocolate protein powder that my health coach turned me onto back in 2018. And I had to stop using this because my body just, decided to have a bunch of sensitivities and there were things in there that I wasn't supposed to have. And so I kind of got to the point where I was like, you know what, I don't even care. I need something that tastes good and is going to fill me. So I went back to buy it and they had reformulated and they don't have anything in there that I'm not supposed to have. So I was so happy about that. And I have it on subscription now and I get 3 bags of it every single month so that I never run out. And I have the link to the protein powder in the blog post in the description of this video as well. Highly, highly recommended. It is so delicious and creamy, and it has 20 grams of protein, and it's just so good. So to make my protein shake every morning, I still follow pretty much the guideline that my health coach gave me back in 2018, the same lady who inspired me to be a health coach. And so meaning me and my health coach, we add hemp seeds to the protein shake to add omegas, healthy omegas, and additional protein. So there's 20 grams of protein in the protein powder, and there are 10 grams of protein in the hemp seed. So that's 30 grams of protein for your breakfast. So not only is that going to make you full of energy, it's going to curb cravings throughout the day. One healthy choice leads to another, and it's going to keep you full. So it is my chocolate protein shake is 2 scoops of this protein powder. Again, the link for that is in the blog, which is in the description of this video. And I add a tablespoon of cacao powder, not cocoa powder. You could, but it's more processed than cacao powder. Cacao is more of a superfood, and cocoa is not so much a superfood. So 1 tablespoon of cacao powder, because even though I already get the chocolate flavor, I like it extra chocolatey. And I add a handful of organic frozen strawberries. I do the frozen because, well, I don't have to worry about the strawberries going bad, and I do like a thicker consistency in my shake. So the frozen fruit helps with that. And then a handful of organic greens. And so the strawberries and the greens are both organic because they're both on the Dirty Dozen list, which means that they are very high in pesticides if you buy them conventional, which is what they call not organic. So handful of organic frozen strawberries, handful of organic greens. So this way we're even getting our vegetables in first thing in the morning. So if your day goes awry and you're not eating good foods for the rest of the day, at least you got your vegetables in at breakfast time. And then the 3 tablespoons of hemp seeds for that extra protein and the omegas. And then 8 ounces of milk. If I don't have milk, I have used just water. It's like 6 to 8 ounces. It does not taste as good with the water as it does with milk. And also in the blog, in the description of this video, I have included my recipe for homemade almond milk. You can use any milk that you choose. And then 2 cups of ice. That's everything that goes into the shake. And I choose 2 cups of ice because I like a thick shake. And this protein powder it only has 1 gram of sugar in it. So it's not very sweet, but I like that because you get to control the sweetness and the amount of sugar that goes into your shake. So if you need to add more frozen fruit, or if you want to add half of a banana into there, that's also really good. So you can absolutely make this recipe your own. So all of this is in the blog if you want to see this in words. So again, in the description of this video, that's where you'll find the blog. But in the morning, this is every single morning, you guys. Every single morning I make this. So I start with the milk. I even have the blender I use linked in the blog. I start with the milk. I just find that this makes it the easiest to blend, and it just blends the nicest when you add in this order. So I add the milk, and then I add the hemp seeds and the greens, and then I add the protein powder and the cacao powder, and then I add the frozen strawberries, and then I add the ice. And I think that's everything. Did I just say everything? I'm pretty sure that was everything. If I missed something, everything is in the blog. And this is so good that I have had it for breakfast and lunch and dinner. Not all 3 in one day, but it's really good. It's really good. And you can switch it up. You don't have to do strawberries. You could do peanut butter and banana. And you could leave out the peanut butter and do banana and like add a date in there if you want to add like something sweeter. But the banana does add quite a bit of sweetness. So all of this to say, you can swap out the fruit if you don't like strawberries, or even if you had like blueberries, that would be good too. Cherries. Anyway, the backbone of the recipe would stay intact, and it's so good for you and so much protein, and you've got the superfoods in there, you've got your vegetables in there right off the bat, and it's just so good. And I wish I would have bought this protein powder sooner and made myself shakes again sooner, because really I just got to the point where I needed food to taste good again, and I needed something quick, easy, simple, because I was turning to junk food or not eating at all. Junk food because it was fast, easy, and there, and that was just not the life for me. So I feel so much better now. And when I started having a protein shake in the morning and having this there, if all of a sudden it was almost bedtime and I still haven't had dinner, okay, I'll just make a shake. It just makes a huge difference. And that's all for today. If you'd like to hear more from me and get more tips, you can join my Facebook group. The link for that is also in the description of this video, and I will see you next time.